What's up everybody, Matt Nuzzo. We're here today to talk to you about the North 2021 Carve. 2021, I can't believe it's 2021. But the good news is that in 2021, kites that they're making are really, really awesome. Carve fits into that really awesome group of kites. So Carve is their dedicated wave kite. It's a really unique wave kite in the range, right? So when people talk about a wave kite, they're looking for something that is going to obviously work well for kite surfing. And kite surfing, a lot of times you're riding a strapless surfboard, and so you want to have something that's going to depower and turn off so you can then go and ride the wave. So everyone's take of that is a little bit different, and North went with a much bigger wind range on their wave kite than most other wave kites, which I kind of like, because sometimes when you're out there kite surfing, you're riding gusty, offshore conditions, kind of weird launches, which, you know, if you don't get back to the beach you went out on, it's super dangerous because you go downwind to the reef or something like that. I've had places where it's like, I'm thinking about going in the entire time I'm riding. With a kite like the Carve, it's going to get you in because it's got that big wind range. So when you look at the Carve, the thing that's unique about it is that massive, massive wind range. It has a lot more low end power than most wave kites. A lot of wave kites, to get that kind of like not pull you off your edge feel, they go with like a very underpowered kite. So wave kites that I've been riding, a lot of times I'm riding them, you know, way overpowered for the size compared to what I would normally ride. Whereas the Carve, you're going to ride true to size, if not a size smaller, which is totally untraditional, right? So this kite has a lot of low end grunts. So when you hop on it, you sheet in, you're like, damn, this thing it's got some power. I can feel it. I can really feel the kite. When you turn, it's got a really crisp turn, it initiates a turn and really smooth through the wind window. Then when you get to the top end, they've really improved that top end wind range of the Carve, so that a kite that has good low end power oftentimes doesn't have good top end power. And for the Carve, they wanted to say, hey, you're out there in gusty conditions, you get blasted by that gust, you don't want to get yanked off your edge. So that's what they did, is they basically said, hey, keep that low end range, but really improve the top end range. And one of the ways they did that is by lightening up the kite. So this year they've taken a lot of the Dacron out of there. So you can see that they've doubled up on the canopy material with the ripstop in areas where they used to have Dacron. So in the previous model, they had full Dacron all frame all the way around, making a skeleton. They realized, hey, that's kind of overkill. You don't really need that. So they actually just doubled up in those areas with canopy material. They are using the top end Tasian material, which is DT2. They went with the DT2 because it's proven. They know it. Again, top end Dacron. So North isn't really sparing any expense on the materials of which they're using, because they want to make sure that they're using top tier materials for everything which they're doing. So the Carve is awesome in the waist, but I've also found that it's really, you know, if someone's like, hey, I eventually want to kite surf, but I'm just beginning, it's also a really good beginner kite, because it is real stable overhead. Watery launches, like you crash the thing and it like bounces. It's like a basketball. It bounces right off the water. You can see it's got that little fuller shape, fuller wingtips, so you do get decent power through the turns. How they've designed the bridles, are using this kite line bridle material. So, you know, really kind of thin kite line bridle material. But how they've designed the bridles so that it actually can turn that power on and off really effectively and really easily. So if you want to dump power, boom, power goes right away. That also makes it nice for kite foiling. So you can kind of dump that power, get up, get going, ride that smaller kite size, but dump that power. The only downside I found with this kite, besides for these stupid darts, which I'll talk about in every one of these North reviews until they get rid of them, these dumb things. But the only thing that I found that is that you have to pay attention to is if you're foiling in really underpowered conditions and you sheet in all the way when you're, you know, carving at the kite will backstall. You know, it's not bad. It's not like, you know, it's really in that one specific instance where you're kite foiling super underpowered and you're carving straight downwind of the kite, and you sheet in all the way and there's no more air left, the kite will backstall. Pretty much any kite will backstall, but that was something I noticed when I rode this. But by no means does it take away from how awesome this kite is, because I really see this as a great wave kite and just a great kind of very user-friendly kite, because it's a fatter kite. It's real easy to ride, easy watery launch. So if a beginner is saying, hey, I want to get into foiling and wave riding, I want a kite that works really well, that jumps easy, you know, this is going to be an awesome kite for you. 3-strut kite, lightweight design, really kind of a jack of all trades wave kite, because it has that good low end power and they've really improved that top end power. Great quality of craftsmanship. They do have their proprietary valves, which they've made, and just overall, I mean, it's North. They're doing a great job. They're putting a ton of time on task, making a really, really high quality product. If you want more information on the Carve, reach out to us online at realwatersports.com or give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000. I'll see you guys on the water.